Hey, what is going on, guys? My name's Tanner, and welcome to Crypto Bible. Welcome to October. I am glad we have got September out of the way. What a month! Literally one of the worst months ever. It was so boring. Everyone was just on edge the whole time. But look, we made it through. We're here now. October, historically a great month for crypto, and I must admit we've started off really good. There's a few things that I want to go over, a few things that we were looking at. And I must admit, I am quite surprised with the price action because obviously I showed the case of the bullish scenario and the bearish scenarios, right? So yesterday, if you watched that video, you would have seen that I actually saw that we were looking good on one sense, but then on like another note, we were looking pretty bad. Bad as in a dip would have been coming followed by an immediate bounce back up. So bullish regardless, just short-term price action, right? But right now, as I am making this video, I was going to do it a little bit later, but Bitcoin's actually pumping, and I want to get this video out to you guys because even by the end of this video, Bitcoin might be a different price to what I'm showing you right now. Hopefully, it's more. But let's get straight into it anyway. So this is what we're looking at the moment, right? This right here, I've placed this line right here because this, if we break this line, it would actually invalidate the head and shoulders pattern that we are having right here, which we were looking at yesterday with your shoulder, your head, shoulder. And what usually happens after that is a move down. Okay. The only way that this whole move, this head and shoulders gets invalid is if the price actually exceeds the head. Okay. So that's why this line is here. And as I am making this video, it has just touched it. So it'll be interesting to see whether or not that's going to break, because if it does, we're looking really good. Because that means that this head and shoulders pattern was invalid. It just got people very confused. It got people thinking that there was going to be a dump. And whoa, as you can see right there, Bitcoin has just broken through it. And well, glad I started making this video. Yeah, Bitcoin has broken through the head and shoulders. This is now completely invalid, completely. And look, as you can see, clear area of resistance, which we have just broken completely, as you can see right there. Even after this video, if this price is below the head right now, as you are watching this, it doesn't matter. This has now been broken. This is now invalid. Okay. And over there on my Twitter, I actually tweeted, when was it? 29th. So 2 days ago, I said, difficult to chart Bitcoin at the moment. I see a bullish scenario and a bearish scenario. Bullish scenario is pick 1 hour time frame, a breakout and a backtest with a clear bounce. But there's crap volume though. This is what we were looking at. We did break out of this, okay, and we actually back tested it. This was looking great to me. I just couldn't believe it because it also looked like a head and shoulders pattern right here, as you can see. So it was difficult to chart, but as you guys can see, surprisingly, we've actually done this. So it was something I was looking at, and obviously it's gone and done it now. So that is absolutely amazing. Look, we are still above it. So I'm really, really happy to see that we have broken that head. So what are we looking out for now? Now that this has happened during the video. Right. So now it's all about taking out the B wave. Okay. People know that we were in an ABC. And what we were looking at, if I just get it up for you right now, here we go. You got your A, as you guys have seen this many times. You've got your B, and then you've got your C wave down here. We were discussing whether or not that was the C or whether or not it had to actually come down to these areas here around 37K, which is what everyone was calling for, which may still happen, by the way. It may still happen because this will only be confirmed as your bottom once we take out the B wave, and a B wave is all the way up here at about $48,800, right? So until we take the B wave out, as I've said before, we are just stuck in this massive range. So all we know now is that short term, that was not a head and shoulders. Okay. We are still stuck in this range, and we will only not be stuck in this range until we take out the B wave. So let's get that done. Of course, other areas we've got to be looking at would be around this area right here. You can see that was clear resistance and it acted as support. So the areas we're going to be looking at right now is probably around 45K, and then most importantly 48.8K. So they're the things that we need to be looking out for as of this moment, now that we've broken out of that head and shoulders pattern. Hopefully that is the bottom. And I did say yesterday that whenever the monthly candle ends, it's usually a good one, right? We usually have some kind of big price action, whether or not Bitcoin wanted to, quickly dump to that 37K and then pump back up, or if it was just going to carry on pumping. I would have expected some kind of good price action. and we did get it last night. If we actually go over to our monthly candle, you can see ever so slightly. Oh, let me just take that off. Here we go. We closed red. However, as you guys can see, we did not make a new low. Okay. So that was great. This, I would have been looking out for this candle right here. So this level of resistance, of support right there. We didn't break it. We did not come back down to it. In fact, what we ended up really doing is, if we zoom out here and we move our little our support line right up there, you guys can see that this level right here, which came at about 40.5k, acted as a massive area as support for Bitcoin. I mean, you can see how many bounces we had there. We did not close one 4-hour candle below it. As you can see, we wicked below it, but we did not close below it. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, arguably 5 there, 6, 7, 8 times we came back down to that area during the course of September. And we didn't close below it at all. So, you know, it's looking good. Hopefully that can now hold. That would be our support right on top of here as well, which was previous resistance. So it made sense. Looking great for Bitcoin though. And as I said right now, if you're looking for some short-term targets for Bitcoin as of this moment, the two areas that you could be looking out for would be this one right here, which you're looking at about, well, I'd probably move it to about there, so about 45k. And then secondly, that B wave, which comes right there at 48.8k. Okay, these are the next areas we've got to be looking at. If we move over to the total altcoin market cap now, as you guys can see, we've also broken out of this falling wedge, which is another thing I was looking at. It's another thing I showed you guys yesterday. So thankfully, this has played out. We've now broken out of here. Now, whether or not this wants to actually come back and back test it as support and then go, that is what would usually happen. So I wouldn't be surprised if that does happen. Nonetheless, though, we've broken out, which is extremely bullish. And it's amazing to see. So even with the total altcoin market cap, it's looking absolutely fantastic. If we zoom out of it again, you can see the area that we came back into to retest it as support ever since we come back down here, just like that. See that acting as support right there. We came back and back tested it. We were expecting a tiny bit lower around this area here, but obviously, could this be good enough? Again, until we were out of that B wave, I will still have it in the back of my head that we could still have one last dip. And for the total altcoin market cap, that B wave comes in right there, about 1.3 trillion. C wave is right there. So until the B wave is taken out, I know I keep repeating myself, but it's very important. Then yeah, we again, even with the total altcoin market cap, we are still just going to be stuck in this range until we take that out. So anything can happen here. Of course, we've made our best guesses short term. You know, we have broken out, which is amazing. And, you know, that is a sign that we are reversing and hopefully can start heading back up now. But ultimately, we need to get back up to these areas. Okay. So overall, we're looking really good with Bitcoin. We're still pumping, you know, 44.6 now. Next resistance, 45k. Let's get there, get it over and done with. But before I do a quick update for you guys anyway, because things are looking great. October started with a bang. But remember to have in the back of your mind that we have not taken out that B wave yet. So there is still a possibility that we could have one further dip down, like a scary dip. If it does happen, I would expect it. What have I done with my hair right there? There we go. Yeah, if it does do it, I would expect it to be something really quick and scary, like a quick bounce. But we wait and see one by one. Let's take out these levels. Let's start grinding our way back up, and let's start, you know, focusing on, you know, what's ahead of us now, right? So that's basically it. Obviously, nothing I say is financial advice, just my opinion. If you like the video though, please be sure to leave a like down below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and join the Discord. I will see you guys very, very soon. Take it easy.